Welcome back to our podcast. Today, we're diving into an intriguing fashion journey. How one influencer went from always wearing black mini dresses to embracing a whole new Maxi style.
That's such a transformation. I mean, going from minis, which are bold and playful, to maxis that feel more elegant and laid back. It's a big leap.
Exactly. What strikes me is how her audience reacted. At first, some were confused, right? They associated her with a specific look.
Yes, when someone becomes a style icon for a certain outfit, any change can feel shocking. But I guess that's the power of personal branding. It can be both liberating and limiting.
I totally agree. It also makes me wonder what really motivates someone to change their signature style. Is it personal growth, trends, or maybe just wanting a fresh start?
Probably a mix of all that. She mentioned that she started to feel like her closet was a uniform. Like, imagine opening your wardrobe and only seeing black minis every day.
That sounds both convenient and stifling. I get the appeal of a uniform. It saves time, but after a while, it might feel as if you're on repeat.
Exactly. Like living in Groundhog Day, but with outfits. I think she said she wanted to experiment more and not be boxed in by her own aesthetic.
And that's brave, especially when you have an audience watching every move. There's always the risk that people won't like the new direction.
I admire how she handled the transition. Instead of just switching overnight, she gradually introduced longer hemlines, more colors, and different textures.
It's almost like rebranding, but for your closet. Do you think that kind of gradual change makes it easier for followers to accept?
Absolutely. It's less jarring. People had time to adjust and even got inspired to try new things themselves.
I noticed she started sharing more behind-the-scenes content too, like her shopping process and the reasons behind her choices.
That transparency is key. It helps her audience feel included, like they're part of the journey rather than just spectators.
Right? And I think that's why so many stuck around even when her style shifted. They weren't just fans of the black mini, they were fans of her.
There's also something symbolic about moving from mini to maxi. Minis feel youthful and maybe a bit rebellious, while maxis can suggest confidence and maturity.
That's a great point. It's like she's telling a story through fashion. A coming-of-age narrative, but with clothes.
Totally. And remember how she talked about comfort? Maxis are so much more forgiving. She joked about not missing the days of constantly adjusting her dress.
I laughed at that. It's relatable. Anyone who's worn something short knows the struggle of sitting down gracefully.
For sure. It's interesting how personal comfort became a bigger priority for her. Maybe that's something a lot of us can relate to as we get older.
Definitely. I also think it reflects a broader trend in fashion. People moving away from restrictive styles to things that feel good to wear.
And it's not just about trends, but about listening to yourself. She mentioned how she started to care less about external opinions and more about her own happiness.
That's a powerful message. I think it's easy to forget that influencers are people too. They evolve, just like everyone else.
Absolutely. And sometimes the audience even follows along, picking up new ideas or rethinking their own closets.
Speaking of which, did you notice how she styled her maxis? She didn't just go for the classic boho look. She played with layering, belts, and sneakers.
Yes, she really made it her own instead of just copying what's trendy. It's like she took the best of her old style and mixed it with the new.
That's the mark of true personal style. It's not about following a formula, but expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic.
I love that she wasn't afraid to make mistakes too. She shared some outfits that didn't work, and it made her feel more approachable.
It's refreshing, isn't it? Sometimes social media can feel so curated. Seeing the behind the scenes, the trial and error, makes it real.
I think that's why her audience trusts her. She's honest about the process, not just the picture-perfect results.
And her confidence seems to have grown along with her wardrobe. There's something empowering about making choices for yourself, not just for the likes.
For sure. It reminds me that fashion is supposed to be fun. It's okay to change your mind, to try something new, even if it surprises people.
I agree. And it's interesting how this journey mirrors other areas of life. Sometimes change is scary, but it can lead to unexpected happiness.
Plus, we all have those moments where we look back and think, why did I wear that? But that's part of the evolution.
Absolutely. Fashion is like a timeline of who we are at different stages.
And sometimes, it takes seeing someone else make a bold change to realize we can do it too.
Do you think her journey will inspire more influencers to break out of their own style molds?
I think so. There's a growing appetite for authenticity over perfection. People crave real stories, not just polished images.
And fashion is such a creative outlet. Why limit yourself to one look forever?
Exactly. It's like eating the same meal every day. Eventually, you want to try something new.
I wonder if she'll keep evolving her style or if Max's will become the new black mini for her.
Maybe. Or maybe she'll surprise us again. That's the fun part. You never really know.
True. And her journey is a reminder that it's okay to reinvent yourself, whether it's your style, your job, or your hobbies.
It's empowering. No one should feel trapped by their past choices. Change can be exciting.
I'm curious, what's the biggest style change you've ever made?
Oh, good question. Probably when I stopped wearing all black and started playing with color. It was terrifying at first, but now I can't imagine going back.
That's awesome. I had a phase where I only wore jeans and t-shirts, then suddenly switched to dresses. People were so confused.
It goes to show how much people notice and remember our choices. But at the end of the day, it's about feeling good in your own skin.
Exactly. I think that's the biggest takeaway from her story. Wear what makes you happy and don't be afraid to evolve.
And don't worry about the critics. The people who matter will stick with you no matter what you wear.
Well said. So for anyone listening who's thinking about changing things up, go for it. Your style is your story.
And remember, fashion is supposed to be fun, not stressful. If you want to try something new, just do it.
Before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone nervous about changing their look?
Start small. Try one new piece at a time and see how it feels. You might be surprised by how much you enjoy it.
Great advice, and don't forget to document the journey. You might inspire someone else along the way.
That's the beauty of sharing our stories. You never know who might need that little push to try something new.
Exactly. So whether you're Team Mini, Team Maxi, or somewhere in between, remember to make it your own.
And have fun with it. Life's too short for boring outfits.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for listening, and see you next time for more conversations about style, change, and self-expression.
Bye, everyone. Keep shining and keep evolving.